Hey everyone, it's Daniela here. How are you guys doing? It is November 1st. Happy November. This would be Scorpio babies, right? Who else? Scorpio. What comes after Scorpio? Why am I having like a brain? Capricorn? No, Sagittarius. Oh my God, what am I thinking? Duh. Yeah, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Okay. Hello. I'm telling you, sometimes my brain just like literally goes blank. I want to try to keep this as short and concise as I can do it so that it doesn't not record, because I always have these issues with my Mac. I don't know what's going on. It's time for a new one. Christmas is coming, right? I want to pull a few cards based on work, relationships, family, health. Let's see what's going on and what the angels think we need for the month, okay? Positive change. That's a great thing. So we're already starting off with some of you who may have had a little bit of a lull in October, maybe even September. I feel like the fall has maybe been challenging for some of you. I know it definitely was for me. Definitely for Julie as well, but positive change is on the horizon, and it is showing me that things come full circle. So if there are some of you who have been waiting for something to happen, it's coming. According to this card, yes, there is something better for you. So trust that if you're in the midst of something that is not really serving you or giving you what you desire at this time in life, November brings that positive change. I also thought of, right off the bat, timing. It's that whole, it's so dark outside already. It's 6:20 on November 1st, and it's like almost pitch black outside. I'm not ready for this. But I do feel that whole spring forward, fall back, I feel like as much as we're falling back, I feel like there's a push to move forward in the sense of, Halloween comes and all of a sudden everything changes. We move to Christmas. I have a friend who decorated her whole house already for Christmas today, and I'm dying. That is so not me. She laughs about it all the time. I'm like, no, you can't pay me to decorate for Christmas this early. It's too long. I find it's too long of a season. That's just me personally. For those of you who like it, to each his own. But new beginnings coming, guys. Okay, this is awesome. So this showing me that we are starting off on the right foot. We are getting, and here, Ten of Raphael, let me show you guys the card. This is a card of happiness. This also shows me that there is light at the end of the rainbow. So for some of you who, again, it's a card of family. Some of you who are trying to get pregnant, it's telling me this is the month, or this is the month you are going to conceive, or the month you're going to find out. So there are children here, and I do see two. Could be rainbow baby. But I also see that there are love and blessings that are filling your life after some healing. So some of you who are going through a relationship or family life where there's been some strife, I feel like the foundation is a lot stronger. You must have been working on something as a partnership, and I do see that things get better. Also improving health. Once again, a family card. So this is for those of you who do not have children, and it shows me that your love continues to flourish and grow. So it's a great card to receive. Also, who is planning a trip? There are some of you who are planning trip overseas. I am seeing Europe. Could be any part of Europe, but I also just heard Norway. So I don't know if there's somebody who's planning Norway, Switzerland. I'm seeing mountains. I also saw Ireland. So listen, I want to plan Europe for next summer, but I don't have those on my list, but it'd be nice. Maybe somebody's trying to give me an idea. I feel like some of you are being rewarded for your hard work. So I feel like you're planning this either because you feel it's time to give yourself that little bit of a bonus, or you've worked really hard towards this and it's just time to do it. So go. It's good. I also feel communicate and decide what it is you want to do. So if there is a partner who wants to do one thing and a partner who wants to do the other, come together, try to meet together to make that happen. Now, some of you starting the month off with a big decision that needs to be made. Again, letting go. How many of you are still stuck doing the same old things you've been doing? It's like a freaking broken record that just keeps skipping and playing like the same thing over and over again. You got to let go of this, okay? I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it could have to do with money. It could have to do with 8 people involved, too many hands in the pot. let it go, make a decision on this, because you do not have balance in your life. 5 and 1 is 6. There is no balance, there's chaos. So I got some of you who are starting off fantastic, and some of you who are literally going to be sitting there going, what am I doing? What am I doing? Make a bloody decision. And I say that because so many people come in here and do the same thing. Guys, we have to decide. I know it's not easy, but the longer you procrastinate and the more you're like, yeah, okay, I'll think about it. 2 weeks go by, 4 weeks go by, 2 months go by, 6 months go by, and you're like, still haven't done anything yet. You have to just make the decision. The parameters will not always be right. The circumstances will not always be right. If we're talking about property, if we're talking about people, it doesn't matter what it is. Just start. Just get things done. Get the ball moving. There is an analogy I'll give you because I just saw it, maybe because winter's coming. Oh, I hope I don't get this indication that snow's around the corner, but I did see a snowball. So think of the snowball effect. Think of starting to roll a snowball. You want to make a snowman. So, you start off with that little snow cone, and then all of a sudden you have to have the correct elements in order to build that ball and make it stronger and bigger. It's no different with the things you need to move in life. You need to look at it from, shit, I don't have enough cold. I might have to bring something to add it to the snow so that that ball gets a little stronger. Or all of a sudden it's rolling. I might need some help along the way. Who can come in and help me because it's packing snow and it's too heavy. So you have to look at the elements that you're in and adjust accordingly. Okay? Go ahead and do that, but if you do not make the decision, you cannot get that ball rolling. Once the ball's rolling, guess what? We know it's pretty easy. Once it's rolling, it works really good, and it creates a big foundation, a strong foundation. So for those of you who are scared or living in fear, don't get stuck there, okay? There is an ending coming, so if you've had some shitty times or some really crappy things happen either in business, relationships, or family, that stuff is coming to an end, and this is about enjoying life's luxuries. This is about stepping out of the box and recognizing that the mountains are behind you. Big obstacles you've had are gone. They're a thing of the past. I do feel that whatever you are putting into place is going to take some time. It's always a card of successful self-employment, but I feel like it's going to take some time to get there. Maybe spring, I'm hearing 6, so it could be either 6 months from now, November, December, January, February, March, April. So around April, it could be the 6th month, which is June. So it might take that long to get things really going, but once they're going, great. Lots of green, lots of growth. That's a fantastic card to receive. End of a difficult situation. The new beginning is here, okay? So here's the 10 of air, and I'm seeing that some people who were part of this group are gone. They do not belong in this space because they've held you back. So think of it, is it friends? Is it family? Is it coworkers? Who has been the thorn in your side that's been holding back a situation? They're leaving, and there are 2 people who are taking the reins here to make things happen. So if it's a partnership, sometimes this is also the indication of you, your own spirit, your own intellect. You've stepped up to the plate and you're kind of being everything in this situation, but you're the yin and the yang. You're both. So you're balanced yourself. The difficult situation's over. I do see clearer skies ahead. I also feel like things are going to move quickly. So for some of you, this is January. So maybe for some of you who make the decision and are really strong and steadfast in, I'm doing this, I'm done, by January, things are going to be like, boom, it's like the roof's going to blow off. For some of you who are still a little bit slower and need those elements, might take that April, June time to get rolling, okay? You know who you are. You already know who you are as a person, what type of attitude you have going forward, in order to make that happen, okay? So if you're the one who is full guns a-blazing, congratulations. You are going to actually reap the benefits and the rewards a lot quicker. And yes, this is your confirmation. This mirrors the same one here. You'll have balance. You will have the new beginning and the wheel, which always tells me that you don't have to recycle. You don't have to make up a new idea. You can recycle one. It might seem a bit dry, but it'll always pick up that water in the well and keep coming back. So you're going to keep replenishing, oiling the wheel, so to speak. Any change in direction is going to be good. It's going to offer happiness. I see a happy home there. I see a happy life. but also having faith. You have to believe that this is going to work, because if you don't believe it's going to work, it's not going to, okay? There's no other way to say it. It's not going to work for you. Some of you might have to leave some people behind. No different than this card here. The people that leave, some of you might actually have to do the leaving, right? Where it's like you have to make the decision. These people seem to go on their own. These people in this situation have left you sad. So again, if it doesn't serve you, you might feel that sadness, and that's okay, but look for the light in that sorrow. Look for the fact that, oh my God, I never realized how bad it was, because now that I'm on the other side, holy crap, I actually feel good after the sadness. Okay, so let yourself feel that. This is about your emotions and healing them. So I would see this as self-care. How are you helping yourself? How are you coping? We don't want to go to addictions, because I am hearing addictions, and I don't feel like drinking the bottle of wine every night, or turning to other vices is what you need. I'm seeing things in a more natural sense. Okay, so for some of you, crystals, I'm seeing that we need to connect with crystals. So crystals on an altar, crystals that bring in abundance, maybe more confidence. So we could be looking at tiger eye. I just heard that in my head. Tiger eye brings in success and confidence for you to make the right decisions. That's a fantastic one for anyone in business or anyone who just needs a little more confidence within themselves. For some of you, you need to get busy in the bedroom. This is honoring your vessel, honoring who you are emotionally in a love relationship, making yourself feel good. So I'm getting this. Some of you have not been in this space, so get there. Also, if you look at that, this brings abundance. So it's almost like connecting with yourself and feeling comfortable will make you feel good. When you make yourself feel good, you're going to be on that plane and that vibration that just brings in more. So for some of you, get busy. Again, that also could pertain back to the beginning, which was who is conceiving this month. Okay, so Scorpio, keep going. Sagittarius, get back into the bedroom, because it's telling me that maybe somebody's fertile, and it's like, here's the time. So if that's your trigger that you needed to hear, the sign, whatever you want to call it at this point, because some people could be triggered like, oh, again, oh my God, I gotta try again, especially if you're trying to have a baby. It's not always enjoyable because it's so on the clock, and you have to do it when you have to do it, but you know what I'm saying, okay? We talk about everything here. We know this. Julia's gonna laugh when she sees this video. I tell it like it is, guys, okay? The Beloved, Divine Beloved deck, this is from Tasha Silver. I love this deck. It's really, really pretty. Feels great in my hands too, compared to another one I want to show you, which is another beautiful deck, but doesn't feel good in my hands. They're just too big. Okay, burdens. I feel like some of you have a lot of strength. You are also taking on, even though you have strength, you're taking on everyone else's stuff. There's a lot of heaviness for some of you. I feel like your family foundation is strong, but could be stronger. I'm going to read this one. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who gratefully receives all help you send. Let me release the useless idea that I must carry the burden alone. Let me trust that you send the right assistance. May I feel worthy and accept it. So kind of goes back to that. We already talked about self-confidence and being worthy. Also, stop carrying the load for everyone. You don't have to. Just because you're a nice person, just because you're kind and compassionate, sometimes you can take a step back. Be kind and compassionate to yourself. You don't always have to be that person to everyone else, okay? Let the burdens go and accept help from other people. Maybe this is also a call for some of you to ask for help. I'm one of those people that doesn't really ask for help. But I've learned the hard way. I think I'm better at it. But think about you. Are you that person who doesn't ask for help? Maybe you need to, okay? That's what this card's telling me. Don't carry the burden yourself. All that does is bring illness. All that does is bring stress and worry. And it's unnecessary worry. So that's also the sign of, once again, let it go, okay? Because the more you hang on to that, the more you are not living in your space and your true self. For some of you, Might not be letting go fully, but compromising. Okay, because I feel like there is a lesson here. There's a lesson to be learned in this situation. Maybe your ego is a little high, right? Maybe it's that ego and looking in the mirror and recognizing, I can't let this go because I'm hanging on to something, some sort of disappointment, guilt, or shame, but I'm going to have to learn to work cohesively with someone. And that might not make you feel so great that you have to compromise, but you might recognize in the long run, for the growth of whatever this situation is, will be better. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4, it does have to do with family. So for those of you who want to be the winner or the person who I was right, you need to compromise. So which party is not willing to see truth? Which party is not willing to listen? Which party is not willing to come halfway? As long as you come halfway, you know you've done your part. Eventually, they will need to compromise. And if not, you know this is a sign to walk away from this situation. Yeah, you need to walk away from the situation if they can't meet you halfway. Yeah. Family. And it's going to involve forgiveness. So somebody needs to be, I don't want to say someone needs to be the bigger person, because that's really crappy sometimes. You don't have to be the bigger person. You just have to do what's right in your heart. This could have to do with, so the forgiveness card is here. This has to do with romance. So when I look at this from this perspective, it's a relationship that has love involved. So it's either family, you're worried about breaking up the love that exists. It could be a divorce between husband and wife. This could be siblings who are fighting. There is a love component to this. Doesn't mean romance, kissy, kissy. It's literally, there's a love component, and somebody needs to forgive someone else. But you got to come to a compromise. We are not all perfect. And this will not be rectified, wow, a year from now. Oh, not even. Okay, so let's get answers on this one. Yeah. How many of you are still in the situation? And I just heard couple. So this has to do with couples. This has to do with more marriage or relationships that are broken. And it's like, well, a year from now, my understanding was it would get rectified, but the unlikely card is here. This is an ongoing battle. I am seeing two people that are going to be battling for a long time. Why? Because neither of you can make the bloody decision, okay? This is why this is going to be stagnant even a year from now. I feel like, I'm going to read this one for you. It will all be better if you just make a decision. And legitimately, that's what I'm seeing. I went back to this card because I can see that you're still fighting over the same ongoing crap. And one person doesn't want to give in and the other person doesn't want to give in. It's like you're overanalyzing everything. Stop complicating the situation. It is what it is. Make it black and white. If you need to move out, move out. You need to divorce, divorce. You need to get a lawyer because you can't figure things out, get the lawyer. If there is a family member who is in the way, get them out of the way. They don't belong in the situation. There's obviously something in the middle here that is still getting you guys to butt heads. I'm not saying everything is going to be all hunky-dory and perfect. It's not. But I'm getting the fact that it's just an ongoing battle of the same thing. Aren't you tired? I feel tired. I feel like really depleted just by seeing this. And you know, it's sad because the sunset's here and the beach is here and this should be a happy card. And 2 of Michael. Michael is the Archangel of Protection, protecting you two, but yet you're just going at it like butting heads, and it's affecting both your health as well as the people around you. Whether you think it does or not, it always affects the people around you because they have unnecessary stress and worry that's not theirs to take. Okay? You might not sense that, but other people do. And most people might not tell you, but in the background, they're wishing you'll just get your shit together and make a decision to either move out, get divorced, fix the problem, go to a therapist, whatever the case is. But it's affecting other people around you. So who in your family, could be your children, could be significant other family members who are around, but could be even your business partner saying, what the hell, your family life is a hot mess and it's now trickling into the business. But I'm hearing health. Somebody's health is not well because of this situation. You have now caused unnecessary worry and stress on yourself and your family. Okay, so here's what I'm getting. Two things. One of you needs to step up and take your power back because you're allowing this situation to happen. So it's one of those, you hear it, I don't feel sorry for you. So there are some people who are looking at this situation and saying like, I'm so done with this. I don't feel sorry for you anymore because you're doing this to yourself. Do some research, figure out what you have to do because you feel stuck. And I kind of feel like there's the pity card, sorry card, like, don't you feel sorry for me? My life has been so bad. You know, we all know a few people like that. And I'm not saying your life hasn't been bad, but you're the only person who can change it. You have to find the positive in a situation. You got to find the light at the end of the tunnel. This is for you then, okay? Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for clearly and gently leading me to the information I need to know for my well-being. Please give me the courage to be assertive as I take charge of my needs. So you're asking for help. Help me because maybe I just don't have enough of a backbone. Maybe I'm weak as a person. Maybe I don't feel I have enough support around me. Well, this card tells me, stop complaining because now I had enough. You prayed to me. You prayed to me. I gave you chances. You're not taking them. God's still always going to be there for you, but the people in your life are not. Not everyone's going to stick around and wait for this. Like you can only ask someone so many times, hey, do you want help? How can I help you? I feel like here it's like, do the research and get the help you need because you've lost some support along the way, but that's only to your own, it's been your own detriment, to your own detriment. It was you who did this, okay? But they're also giving you an opportunity again. Get out of the jail cell that you've put jail cell that you've put yourself in. Gain your power back. Find your mojo because it's still there. It might be buried a little bit because of your own lack of self-worth, lack of self-confidence. I don't feel worthy. I don't feel like I'm good enough. I don't feel like I have what it takes to get through this. I'm not strong enough. Those are all negative, self-limiting beliefs that you have put on yourself. And this is telling me to get your power back. Listen to your intuition, your desires, and what do you feel? What do you want? Go get it. Sorry, I keep looking there because I keep feeling like there's somebody right standing there. But anyways, there could be. Go get it. Do what you got to do. Enough is enough. You really want this story to go on for like another year from now and it's still the same broken record? Nobody wants to hear it. You're going to keep losing around you and the support that you do have may not be there for you one day. And then what? That's how I'm hearing it. That's how I'm hearing it. Oh my God. And it's funny. Why do I have to concentrate more on the people who need to make the moves? Like, I feel like I always have to hit that home a lot harder. And it's like, why? Why do I guess because as an empath, I want you to make that move because I can see that it would be beneficial for you in the future. It'll be beneficial for the people around you, your own health. Doesn't mean I'm dismissing the people who got it, but the people who got it don't need the help because they're already on that path of being in alignment with who they are and where they're going. And that's a really good thing. Okay, anything else? No, they don't want that. Okay, I just asked about romance. Do we have to cover that specifically? I kind of feel like we talked about relationships, but no, not specifically for, okay. Well, this was the other deck that I was talking about. It's called The Angels, Gods, and Goddesses. It's such a beautiful deck. Like the cards are, look at them. The cards are stunning. But it's a very big deck, so it's hard to handle, especially with the arthritis. Although my arthritis feels great. I don't even feel like I have arthritis anymore. But they're just different. They're very waxy, if that makes sense. They're very waxy, these cards. but they're beautiful. So let's see what God's angels and goddesses have to tell us. Okay. Amazing. The goddess of the sacred path. What a beautiful card. Okay, take a look at this one. So this is telling me, it's funny how we just said I will have to talk all the time about the people who I need to push. Well, this is a little bit of a push for the people who are on the right path. This is just to remind you, see that star? It's there. You might have had a couple of windy roads to get there, but I feel it's moving very quickly. Let go of logic. Stop worrying about the right time, the right circumstance, the right place. It's all going to fall into place for you. Trust, believe. You've gone through the healing to get here. I feel like this is for the empaths. I feel like this is for the people who want to navigate a better future, who already have their dreams and goals in place. You are on the path of the sacred goddess. Trust your intuition. You're going to get there. I feel so good with this card. It makes me smile because I feel like there are people who are going to level up and get to the next level this month. November's the month for you. Don't wait to the new year. Don't wait. Okay? That's all I'm hearing. Don't wait, don't wait, don't wait. If you do this now, you're going to put things in place for specifically where you need to be for 2023. Listen to your intuition. There's your confirmation of the exact same thing. Okay? So if you're ready, or I shouldn't say if you're ready, if you feel intuitively, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to do it now. Forget the new year. I'm going to launch my business. I'm going to launch my product. I'm going to launch, just do it. I'm not 100% ready, but I want it out into the world. Go do it now because now is your time. It's an abundant time and it's a perfect time to do it. Yes, yes, yes is all I keep hearing. Okay, so on that note, let's pull a divine abundance and see how that meshes with this. Okay, it's in reverse. So before you start, all I'm getting is the sign of do some energetic clearing. So before you jump ahead, do some clearing on yourself first because it's in reverse. So it tells me you might be ready with the ideas in your mind, but your body's not ready. Okay, so you're either have been overworked, maybe planning all of this. There's a launch that's coming. You're a little bit tired. So it's like, give yourself a couple of days of rest before you launch what you're doing. Go get some Reiki done. Go have an energetic shower, a cleanse. Empty any kind of fear you might have. Write it on paper. You're being prepared for something amazing coming because if this card was up, the right side up, the energetic energy that's in this is huge. It's just saying that you need to clear it because it is in reverse. That would be the resistance you have is you still have a little bit of fear and I'm hearing let it go because it's going to be good. We already know this. Do I want that one? Yes. Okay. I'm pulling another. Did I pull this already? Divine Beloved deck? I can't remember, but it's for someone. Okay. So those of you who are trying to allow love into your life, change me, Divine Beloved, into one who can allow love to lead my life. May I offer myself completely to the highest, so all may occur as needed. Grant me peace and contentment wherever I am. Use me for the greatest good. I allow love to lead. So if it feels right, go with it. That's all this is saying. So that could be relationship, could be job, could be your family, could be your children or your siblings. Allow love to lead you in this situation. If this is for a relationship, because here I said I wasn't going to do it, but yet it's drawn me to that. I always have cards all over me. Cherry blossoms, April, May. I think that's the season, April, May. So let it happen. That's where things are going to flourish. Might take some time to get you there. One final card I'm going to pull right now is the spirit message. And we know this comes from our loved ones, always giving us something to guide us, kind of like a daily guidance, but I feel like it's the tone, sets the tone specifically for November. Okay? Let go. So it is that season. It's showing me some of you are still not ready. So let's go back. Decisions. Okay? Go hand in hand. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. So the fear that you have in letting go is, I don't want to say it's non-existent, but I feel like you have to be willing to detach. Stop worrying about what's going to happen when you do X, Y, Z. How about you get to X, Y, Z first? When you get to X, Y, Z, it'll all happen. It'll all fall into place. Okay, so I trust that. I'm going to leave you with this. I feel like I threw a lot of cards your way. I hope you guys understood this. I hope it resonated. I do not know what is coming for January. I kind of feel like I know what's coming for January, but I almost feel like if I don't know, maybe I shouldn't put it out there. I don't know. Anyway, it's my last reading of the year for 2022 because Julie will be here in December, and then January we will see where we're headed. YouTube will still be up. Whether we're doing this in this capacity, it's 100% a no. So I'm sorry to give you that disappointment, but we know we're ready for different things. It's been a few years of this, and our bigger following is not here on YouTube. They're not being shared as much as we'd like them to be shared, so they're not getting to the collective, I guess, as much as we know they need to be out there. So we've got to have another avenue. We'll still get them on YouTube. It's just don't know if this will be the avenue we do it. Does that make sense? Anyway, we're still kind of ironing out details. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you guys have a great month, because for a lot of you, big things coming, and a lot of letting go. Be gentle with yourself as you do that. I don't know when. I guess I'm going to see you in January. So I'm saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year early. Enjoy the last 2 months. If there are things on your plate, get them off your plate. If there's things you need to finish, things you need to say them, and just enjoy life, because it's too short. That's for sure. Okay, guys, absolutely sending you lots of love and blessings, and I will see you very soon. I don't know how or where, but come see us in the studio. You know, we're going to be opening retail a lot. Our hours change, so pay attention to our Instagram and Facebook, and we will have all our new hours coming up because we'll be open, and then we can talk crystals, because there's going to be so many new crystals in here, and maybe some of you who need crystals on letting go and releasing and confidence, they're all here. Come see us, okay? Enjoy the month. Happy November. Take care, guys.